mind. We're going over to Vladimir, actually, into the top lane.
Many schools of thought on how you could approach this. Orin is the old, get enough tank items and you can outscale. Showed that the LCK was willing to evolve. And you might say, well, they should have done that ages ago. All right, that happened. Much sense in the Wombo engage combo, but I really liked Nemesis picking the mid lane Veigar into the Azir. And the Veigar try to bite off more than they can chew.
See Nahun on the Orianna quite slow, and the poke from the Azir is insane. They're still trying to force this though, flashing onto Umpty. They will pick up the one.
Rotate around. Flower and Prey walking up. They don't know where Cuz is.
Okay, trying to burst down Prey here. The Cataclysm is going to come in as long as that TP. The Taric ultimate trying to keep them all topped up here. You can see BDD just waiting for it, hiding them in the backside, but Rascal trying to make a play in the front line is going to be able to push them back. Kind of a wonky fight here. It's BDD just going to sail by. But either way, just kind of styling here as now Rascal in a bit of an awkward spot. Here comes Umpty, the flash in, trying to get the kick, but now Umpty's in an awkward spot. And it looks like he's going to pay for that one a little bit too. With the Jarvan up in the top side, this Drake going to be taken down. And it is a mountain with Azir and Zaya and Jace on your team. So that's going to be a huge benefit, actually, as how about a kill on the backside? Nahun just alone here. The flash forward as BDD just going to shut him down as well.
Rolster, we'd see BDD watching Rift Rivals annoyed, angry that he's not represented. The enemy team gets the team fight they want and suddenly your 1v1 build doesn't work. Well, you can go lethality, top side, trying to get Snowflower. He's going to flash away.
Just a bit of pick
the
there.
Junglers were in on the joke. They were making the plays happen. BDD is interrupted.
Oh boy, big interruption. BDD just going to sweep them away, but the flash forward. Can he get out of this is the question. Still alive, but 700 gold is going to go over to Cuz. As Umpty does get that assassination on the backside for Nahun. As everybody's just going to join the party.
Banshee Veil. Going to be the next choice. Very defensive from Nahun as his second item on the Ori. So that unfortunately seems to mean, as a team, they're not getting more on the map, and it's something that KT has struggled with. Think back to the game where they had 3 Infernal Drake pipe, and they still didn't know how to find a way to actually get a meaningful lead at the game.
And actually, Cuz kind of in an awkward spot here, might just get kicked in, and there you go. Trying to Cataclysm away here, Cuz with no flash. Does get healed up, but it's not going to
actually force King Zone out of their red side jump.
Snowflower going for a walk here, might just die on the backside, not sure what that was. And yeah, I mean, they just get that free kill. Snowflower thinking he would have some backup. Rascal comes in here and says, hey, maybe we can do the Baron. As you talked about that Baron turn, it is S++ from the side of King Zone. Trying to get it done here, but the Cataclysm has already used BDD a nice amount of poke damage. And meanwhile, Jason, the bottom side, just trying to do it here, but Death going for the one-on-one is going to pick up the kill. As now considering their options. Do they just go for the Baron or back? It looks like back is the option as this inhibitor is going down.
BDD's too strong for them to start the Baron. He'll chunk them out, right? So you understand why they can't back. They should lose the inhibitor here, but actually, they're going to show respect. They don't know how many members are back and who hasn't. Umpty caught in the crossfire.
As, again, another member of KT looking to make a donation. Thankfully, he's going to flash over the wall. Still almost died to Baron as the inhibitor does go down here.
Fourth Drake of the game, I should say, for the side of KT. A bit awkwardly for them. While they have Smeb with an advantage, King's going to have to make a quick decision.
They gotta go for it here, but you can see this. The hook is gonna come in, but Stoneplate for Cuz, he's surviving the whole time. Big pick though by Umpty is gonna do an insane amount of damage and knockups there. He gets the jungler down, and they can immediately go back to Baron.
KT has to go straight onto the Baron. No smite to contestants unless Nahun wants to go behind enemy lines. His flash is up. Is he gonna go for the super play?
I think you gotta do it, right? But they know, KT knows they're trying to zone him out, and there's that Q down.
Need a clear call.
Waiting on the damage here. Vision is there as Nahun not going to go for it. Not sure where Tucson's going. Is going to be forced to flash away. Okay, Rascal trying to get on in here. It's going to be rooted for quite a while, but that stopwatch is going to be huge for keeping Snowflower alive, and he's going to go down. Deft and Nahun sticking around, but here's big boy Smeb.
He's the Terminator.
Trying to get on top of them, but another nice stopwatch. He's going to keep the Kai'Sa alive for a little bit here, but now everybody's baited in, and that is a huge landslide victory for KT.
They're going to pick up the game win here. You'd have to think with the death timers as they are. What can Cuz do against Prey? It wasn't a pretty one, but you'll take any victory as KT as the Rift Rivals hangover begins.
That it does. Not the cleanest game we've ever seen, but they are going to be able to finish this one off. KT with a big win here.
If they do go the way of the Vlad, but they're actually going to go Victor and target Kennen in the laning phase rather than trying to go Vladimir. Well, we talk about this game once in a while. Probably, maybe.
Hey, this is going to be our best chance yet. Deft coming in, and a huge ultimate here from Rascal, getting the fight started, but trying to kick Deft in, but Kingzone super far ahead in this fight, and nowhere for Smeb to hide. BDD not looking nearly as dominant, but as I say that, picks up a kill, but that's still going to be a 3-for-1. Getting the bottom side, where they do have this priority also. Drake is going to go their way. The Ocean Drake going to be pretty nice. Wow.
I mean, it happens. That one is kind of understandable. This year, we just get to have fun and talk about League of Legends a lot. As you can tell from this broadcast, it's high percent alluding to are starting to be put together. We're getting real aggressive.
Okay, well, 3 members under the turret. Don't even need to ult him.
We talked about no 5v5s allowed. Kingzone so far obliging. More gold.
I mean, already at 19 minutes, the Karma's knocking on the door of the inhibitor turret. That's not what you want to see if you are the KT.
Fine on that one, so nice fight. Mid lane.
Okay, well, Tucson going for a bit of a walk here. Looks like, are you? That does a lot of damage. Snowflower's been taking that the whole day, the whole game.
Inside the map, so no reason he should be caught. This is too bold.
He's way too far up here, and he's going to get stunned eventually as the flash comes forward, and he is going to die.
They need to find those Azirs. They need to stack them if they're going to make that game number 1. Speaking of stacking them.
Okay, well, final chapter. It's a pretty good read here, but Ballista is going to say no.
Baron Taker's secure. Available with the Smite and Ren combo, and you make
as okay, trying to come from behind here, but there is a ward that's pressed down. They see Rascal. They have vision on them now. They're trying to engage on the Deft, but here we go. The slicing Maelstrom into the backline does huge damage, but there's no follow-up for a very long time. But here comes Deft and Cuz just trying to tank in the front line and do that damage, and already one of them is going to go down as Tucson is going to pick up a kill. And Prey will also go down next to Umti, and they're just kind of cowering underneath this turret.
They can wait for cooldowns here. Remember, they have shields and heals for days.
Oh boy, Cuz gonna try to drop that aggro with the ultimate here, and should do a very good job. Huge shields with the Karma. He will bite the dust, but just eventually going to wipe the floor with KT as all 5 members gonna go down, and Kingzone are gonna go for the push.
And they actually end the game 45 seconds on BDD. There's a lot happening. Tucson, really? You missed out on the TP there. What were you doing,
Tucson,
mate? Doesn't matter. They might just end the game anyway.
That looks like it. It's only going to be Prey and Umti that even have a chance of coming on in here. As Umti will spawn, and thank you, Jonas Strong, for showing us that. Tucson will not make the picture as GG.
He's going to go for it. All right.
I thought he lost his Orianna license. What happened?
Here's what I'm going to say. He did lose his license. Increased damage with that W against the magic damage from the Akali. On to the Rift Tower here. KT did not put down a defensive.
Trading up at the top side, and you'll notice the Shroud is going to be down when the Sejuani gets here. Rascal, though, still has his flash and his ultimate, but Sejuani over the wall. Rascal trying to get away from this one, but the flash on in from Umti means that the stun is able to land. We will have a dead Akali. First blood gonna be handed
difficult, so Umti has to go for it.
Right, not quite able to get that first Aurelia stun, but they're able to track Rascal with the scan, and oh boy, Umti is gonna sail wide with that one, and tries to take that one, has the stopwatch.
Hopefully, for KT's sake, Aurelia can rack up some gold.
He's gonna miss. To be fair though, perfect execution had to be used.
And best moment of the game, we were talking about how it was a sad trade. It's not anymore, because they were able to group up with the minion wave, and the Rift Herald was interrupted. Good read from Rascal. It's a very obvious place to place the Rift Herald, but you can see it through the control ward, right? You can see it through. The Falcons will go for those trades. KT, who have let Kingzone stack Drakes, should pick this one up without any contest, but it's only an Ocean Drake. No fight being put up, and it feels like Drake...
Well, he knows where he is, and unfortunately, Prey... Okay, nice little play there with the ultimate, is able to get over the wall, but Rascal flashing in, he's not letting you here, trolling them and delaying them to get into the mid lane.
Lux hit Tucson, and then a KT, but KT, as we mentioned, desperate to find that third victory to end the first round robin.
just saying hello, and now we're trying to dive onto BDD here. Tucson taking a huge amount of damage on the backside. Teleport going to be committed to, trying to get on top of Def, but it's going to sail wide. Oh, nice sniperino here onto the Sivir. BDD is going to set up this play, but now Prey trying to go 1v3 here is going to go way too deep, and a dive down on the bottom side. Rascal once again
actually survived through some of these trades, whether he was going to re-engage or not. Queuing onto the minion wave, didn't refresh his Conqueror buff.
I was going to say the same thing. As we're going hunting for some Aurelias here, trying to turn it around as Aurelia wants to do. Depth actually getting pretty low, but it's not going to be enough here as he
push bot lane much more triumphantly. Perhaps they can find a way to make this work mid lane.
Oh boy, catches them both here as Tucson not even able to get on zone. Very aggressive, trying to force spell shields and damage, but Depth this time just gonna flash away, not messing around here. As oh boy, Cuz in the front line, but a huge amount of damage actually is thrown the other way, but we're diving now as really trying to get on top of Depth, but nobody can kill him here. Smeb desperately trying to do the damage, but can't even do it as he is going to
get a huge chunk on it. KT way out of position, nothing to threaten. There's no health bar to threaten them.
Although he had a slow start to the game, he picked himself up an extra kill, and he's nearing 3 items. As Cuz is just getting bullied this game. Tons of damage, but doing a good job tanking, and here we go. Kingzone trying to engage. Shockwave, they're onto just Smeb, but he doesn't have any summoners or TA. The 5 of them, I mean, with the Yumi. Almost forgot about her. And, okay. Maybe Trouble Bubble's gonna land, though. But even so, is able to dodge out that one super fast, but kind of in there all alone. Does have Yumi on the backside, but in goes Prey. Is able to assassinate the Akali for going way too deep on that play.
Uh-oh.
BDD now, he's got some items, whereas Snowflower does not.
5v4 now, it's Kingzone that make the mistake. Rascal so far was there, and they clean up Depth.
There you go, able to get the snipe on the backside, uses the flash that he picked up to make that play happen.
2 big moments. Prey actually chooses the right time for the Killer Instinct. Made some mistakes early in the season, gets that kill, and they map up and mop up Depth on his health bar. That's a free Baron. Kingzone started to disengage early, and KT Rolster trying to stay much more onto the Manamune into Muramana Kai'Sa build that does crazy single.
Look at Depth. So hard to hit anything too. As the final chapter should be easy to hit. The Shockwave 2 gonna get 2! And MT gets super low as well, and KT even with the Baron. Just cannot make it work. The flash on in from Depth. He's gonna pick up a double kill. Smeb just trying to stun them all, but I feel like they're all getting baited in here as Rascal is gonna get into the back line. We have to zoom out to try to see Smeb go 1v3, 1v4 rather. And that is absolutely not going to work. And against Baron, the negative 600, negative
delicious meal, spaghetti bolognese, and they're wearing it. They put it all over their shirt. They couldn't get it in their mouth. Everything was set up for them. They got the Baron after getting those nice picks, but they mismanaged what was their big win condition. And against the run of play, they lose an inhibitor when they were the team with Baron.
It's going to be an inhibitor, 5 kills, the Elder, all going the way of Kingzone. They've got 4 elemental Drakes. One mistake like that, one wrong play, and you just turn around the game just like that. You got to be so careful, especially from the final chapter. So Prey is sitting there trying to push, and there's just a pillar.
If you fight with Guardian Angel, you can not care about your health bar and actually be there for the Shockwave. So it's actually with the Orianna, a smart choice from Rascal as we're baiting Baron. KT don't know what to do.
Okay, stun comes out. Final chapter, though, going to hit two of them and force them to flash away. But in goes Rascal, immediately popped into that GA. That's where he's allowed to be super aggressive because of that item. Now with all of the slows they have, as it's going to be a hard one to stomach for KT fans and the members of KT. We're really another flash out of Smeb here. We're going to group up for this mid inhibitor, line it up with the push down and bottom side. Try to get these two inhibs and then go towards the Elder.
Has his job to run in and tank crowd control. Second inhibitor will go down without a fight. KT Rolster got to find their Alamo. They would lose as individuals. Winning as a team isn't working either. Kingzone walk up, trying to find someone. They're back on Snowflower. He'll die.
Oh boy, just so low. A ton of damage on the death, but it just doesn't matter. Gets it all healed up. And Prey and everybody is just being swept under the rug right now. BDD is just going to be crit down to the ground, and Kingzone is going to win game number 3 and take that expected victory we talked about.
You want to shout about it, but I don't think Kingzone will be smiling too wide. Neon accepted. His default is smiling. Kingzone pick up the victory. The hangover doesn't actually keep down Kingzone DragonX, but things to work on with their series against Dumb One Gaming looming on Saturday.
Until we get into that next one. But as you guys can see here, the standings for Kingzone and KT, they have finished round 1, and this is where they lie for now.